Hello, this is Ty Williams, my reaction video for the Laramie project. Um, Something you noticed, I'm kind of jaded because the reactions that were expressed by the townspeople, I kind of expected them. There wasn't anything really that stood out to me as normal, aside from the whole play itself was interesting, but I wasn't surprised at the reactions. Two values that were represented. There was the conservative Christian side that thought that Matthew Shepard was sinful, and maybe he deserved what he got. Maybe he didn't deserve it, but still was not a great person because of their beliefs. There's also the compassion and empathy part expressed, and a read with a pencil, something you had to research. Um, there really wasn't anything that I needed to research for this one. I understood everything perfectly well. Unlike the other plays that we have read, I didn't really need to research anything. Sorry. Issue diversity. Um, Laramie as a character in the play. Um, it seemed to be a town divided. It seemed like, I mean, if we go by these interviews, it sounded like everybody had a stance one way or the other. Overall, it seemed to be sympathetic. Um, a difference between acceptance and tolerance. There was the kind of phrasing used, like I don't agree with the lifestyle, but, and that sort of thing. Now that represents tolerance, not acceptance. It's just people who just literally tolerated, but did not bother to embrace or accept. Um, what the authors want us to walk away thinking. I think it's a cautionary tale about hate crimes in general, and about how these two people that perpetrated were not monsters necessarily. They were just regular folks. They had some perhaps negative ideas that allowed them to behave as monsters, but they themselves weren't extremists necessarily. Could this happen in Columbus? It absolutely could. Um, Examples of episodic structure. There's lots of back and forth between talking to someone who was not a supporter of gay rights and then somebody who was, or somebody who had become sympathetic later. And Intimate Apparel had a series of dialogues between two characters, and this didn't follow that kind of strict dialogue rule. Two questions of my own. Let's see. How do you think the citizens of Laramie viewed this play and the use of their own words? And then the second question is, do you think this was a fair representation of Laramie, or do you think that it was easy to edit and contextualize things the way the writers wanted to get across a certain viewpoint? And that's it. Thank you.